Alright, next up on the chopping block, we got John Dupee. Dupee? Not honestly sure how to pronounce his name, but I just covered Chris Urban, and Chris Urban and John Dupee have a couple of parallels, and they have quite a few opposites of each other. Where Chris Urban has a nice job and a nice house, John Dupee has neither of those. But thank you to Walls for uploading this video. Much appreciated. Never heard of this guy. I wonder who he is. Anyways, let's just jump right into this. I always forget that Bailey's a girl name as well. I know a lot of guys named Bailey.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, boo. Where are you?
I'm outside. My sister just got back in the car.
Oh, okay. Just go through the back door so nobody sees you.
All right, I'm at the back door.
Just go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
I never realized how funny. So nobody sees you as you're about to be one of the most viewed predators that Chris Hansen has ever caught. I mean, this has 4.9 million views. And this is uploaded by Walls. This isn't even when True Crime uploaded it. Like, you're one of the most viewed predators here. You just fell for it, so nobody will see it. Alright. Well, sorry. This is completely unrelated. This table is in a horrible spot. Like, if you want to... They must have put this table there so the guy doesn't go this way, you know, towards the camera here. But if this was a real house setup and this table is just body blocking access to this part of the house, so you have to go presumably the long way around, it's a horrible, horrible setup.
Hey, what'd you bring? What did you bring?
All right. All right. That is so disrespectful. How he, walks into a house to meet someone who he's never seen before, and he is glued to his phone. Every time. I don't know if it's just the way I was raised or what, but every time that I, first meet someone, I put my phone away. I put my phone away and I focus on them. I don't know if that's just me not being an asshole or what, but he's glued to it. I don't know if it's nervousness. I think when I watched Dave's Lemonade about this quite a while ago, he mentioned how John Dupee was trying to appear like cool and casual. I think John Dupee just does that because he doesn't think it's rude, when it's obviously extremely rude. If someone is talking to you, and, never mind all the lead up to this, but just, when you meet someone and you're just glued to your phone, what are you doing?
What do you got? Show me.
I just realized that bag has a pumpkin on it.
What do you got?
Yeah, that's a pumpkin. I always thought that was a that was like a smiley face from like the Chinese takeout bags. I always thought that's what that was, but no, it's a pumpkin. Well, now you know. Also, what phone does he have?
Show me.
Chip?
It looks like it almost might be a flip phone.
Nice.
Oh my god, look at his face. Yeah, God. He's like a skeleton. Skeleton? Why did I say that so weird? Skeleton. He's like all skin and bones. I can't pronounce some words. But he's just so vile looking. Like, he looks wet right now. And also, look how nervous Nellie here is. I wonder how she gets her name, Nervous Nellie. I would be creeped out if John Dupee was in my house. If I had someone like this in my house, and, I could probably beat the shit out of John Dupee. Alright? I'm a, 5'10", 5'11" dude. And I'm quite strong. I can move stuff. I can lift stuff up. I got some muscle. But if I was 5'3" Nelly here, and this Frankenstein monster walks in, I'd be nervous. John Dupee is disgusting. Alright, a medium bag of Cheetos.
What kind is it? Thank you.
He looks so proud of the $9 he brought in gifts. I've a bag of Cheetos is like, this was 2016, I think. A bag of Cheetos like that size was probably like $2.50, $3 at a gas station. That Snapple is probably unrefrigerated. That's probably just one. It's a larger bottle, so it's probably just out and about, just at like an end cap or whatever. And what was the last thing? Like a fucking chocolate bar? A chocolate
Thank
bar.
you.
What brand? I don't recognize it. The chocolate bar might have been the most expensive thing there. And brother, all this totals to like $9. Like, my guy. It's not. He presents it like, oh, look at me. I have money to spend. No, you don't, bro. He stretched his bank account to buy those. He really pushed his EBT card to the limits to pay for those.
It's so nice to finally see you. This is crazy.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
Why?
I've never done this.
Oh my god, the way he's putting a lot of pressure with his thumb. My mouse was covering it. Look at how much pressure he's putting there. He is nervous himself. But he's like looking around in such just a weird way that if someone was in my house looking around like that, I'd ask them to leave. Like quick head movements. Like, bro, do you not feel safe? I wonder why.
Have you?
No.
So what do you want to do?
A hug?
I don't know.
that was the best reaction she could have had. I don't blame her for having that reaction. That was the right reaction to have. Like, look at how, like, his arms.
A hug?
I don't know.
Look at how high his arms go up. It's an actual Frankenstein monster. Like next time you go to like hug someone or meet someone and go for a hug, put your arms up really high above them and see what they think. It is wild how it's just so weird. And Nelly was out of there quick, and I don't blame her one bit.
Oh.
Hey, boo.
Hey.
Could you have a seat right around that stool right there front, please?
Such a good entrance.
No, right there. Please have a seat. Right there. Set the phone down, please.
That phone looks familiar. Okay, I will never get, what the phone actually is, but it's very much like one of these like cheap, keypad phones. And for a while, I don't know if it's still a thing, but Obama had this thing called the Obama phone, where anyone who needed a phone could get a phone. And I almost wonder if it's like the Obama phone. He didn't have a job. I'm pretty sure he was unemployed. So it might have been this. Yeah, program offers phone for low income. That is a definition for John Dupee is low income or no income. I do wonder what phone he had, just out of curiosity.
What is your plan here tonight?
Just hang out, watch football?
Hang out and watch football with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
With Billy.
Bailey.
Hey! He's one of the few people to actually remember the name of the decoy. Urban didn't. Jeff Stacy didn't. So congratulations, John. You at least bothered to remember the name of the decoy. Credit where it's due. That shouldn't be worth anything, but it's worth something in this case. Also, he's wearing a cross. I have my own opinion on that. He shouldn't be wearing it. I'll say that much.
And how did you meet Bailey exactly?
Through Whisper.
Whisper.
Hmm?
And do you know how old Bailey is?
She's 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
She told you she's 13. Not that that matters.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
Also, I don't know if that was just John Dupee genuinely forgetting. Oh my god, look at his hunch. There's like a... Oh my god. Okay, let me finish the first thought. I don't know if he genuinely thought or forgot that the decoy was 13 and said 14 accidentally or what. But if he didn't and he for some reason thought that 14 would be better, it's not better. It's just as bad. But look at his back. It's difficult because the doorway here is also dark. But up. Sharp change in angle. Like, whose spine is like that?
30.
There's like a point. Like, brother, that's a geographical feature. It's wild.
30. And why would you at 30 think it would be okay to hang out with a 13-year-old girl home alone?
I mean, we just hit it off, friends.
You hit it off with a 13-year-old girl.
We were just talking.
Hit it off with a 13-year-old. What does that mean? What could you relate on? Like, what do you two have in common? Like, you both don't have a job. You, I think that's it, really. We're gonna go with their chat later. But it's like, how could you hit it off with a child?
Talking. Well, now you're here. This is more than talk.
I know, we just came to hang out. You know, I brought...
What, get a hug?
And watch football.
Watch football.
Yep.
Who's playing tonight?
Steelers and the Ravens.
But, anyways, looks like the Ravens won that game. 21-14. So, good job.
I had no intentions with nothing.
No intentions of...
Nope.
Well, John, what do you do for a living?
I was working at UPS.
UPS.
Mm-hmm.
And did you walk here today, or?
No, my...
If anyone ever ordered a package from through UPS and you lived in the Connecticut or Maine or Rhode Island region, it is entirely possible that this man's greasy, slimy, sweaty fingers handled your package. Because he quite literally was a package handler. So, just remember that. It is possible that someone here has had their package handled by John Dupee.
Sister dropped me off.
You don't have a driver's license?
Yeah, I do.
No car?
No.
So what do you do at UPS?
I was a package handler.
Package handler. You're not there anymore?
No.
What do you do now?
Nothing.
Besides go online and try to talk to young girls?
I don't try to talk to... I mean, I just try to find...
Well, he doesn't try to, Chris. He's clearly successful at it.
A girl to talk to and hang out, whatever.
And how many times have you done this with somebody who's 13, 14 years old?
Never.
Never talked to another girl who said she was 13?
Nope.
Well, who's Brittany?
Who's Brittany?
That was the other girl you were talking
That's such a... That's so iconic. God, look at... He's glistening. He's oiled up. But, like... that's such like a... Like, you can tell when someone's lying by, like, the way, like... obviously, body language reading and just, you know, how they speak and all that. I like how sunken his eyes are. Oh my god. But, who's Brittany? And, like, a little head tilt. And, like, his change in tone is a dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
to.
What was this?
Man, that air handler is light as hell.
So you say to Bailey, on Whisper, that you're 30, how old are you? She says 13. You say, you're not 13 in that pic? Yes, I'll be 14 next month.
That's probably why he thought 14. But it's because he's too dumb to realize how days work. And was like, oh, next month? It's like next week. It's whatever.
That's pretty clear. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do. And later you tell her, I would love to...
that that little gulp he just did.
You do.
Also, his I don't know what that comb over is. It's not a comb over. That little flick of the hair is, but brother, that does not look good. For the longest time, I honestly thought Dupee was wearing a hairnet. When we're going through this, just keep an eye on his hair, and you'll see a hairnet. He's not actually wearing one, but it looks like he is. But also, when I'm gonna unpause it, look at the gulp he does. Like it's something straight out of a cartoon.
And later you tell her, I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I wanted to. Feel me inside you, baby.
It's such a line. What does that mean? Feel me inside you, baby. That's vile, bro. That's vile. Feel me inside you, baby. Like, like, has that worked? Like, I want someone who actually gets women to use that line and see how quick you get a restraining order. You know, I think honestly, if you use that line to like a girl in the club or whatever, or just I don't know, flirting with a girl, I honestly think you might go to jail.
Has that line ever worked for you before?
No, Chris just asked the same thing. What do you know?
No.
Then why do you do that now?
There was no, I mean,
Well, what am I to make of this?
there was no intentions made by it.
That shows
My guy. If I say to someone, feel me inside you, there is very clearly the implication of where I will be in relation to you. My guy. Spitting game is not your forte.
I want you to feel me inside you. What did you mean by that exactly?
I don't know. It's funny because I have like a headset on and I can hear Chris in more detail, and I hear him just in my soul. But just for him to say that is funny. Oh my God, he's like Ernst Timmons. Look at the sweat. You could wring out his forehead, brother. God damn, get this man a towel.
And then you talk about that you and a bunch of people snuck into a mansion and partied for days. Where was that mansion?
That was a while ago.
How long ago?
Maybe 8, 9 years ago.
Oh, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Chris gets flack for bringing that up, but it's like you gotta ask like what that could imply. Like, did Dupee want to, get the thought in the decoy's head about how that could be cool, and how he could bring her to a abandoned place and hang out and party for a few days? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird that Chris asked it, but it's also weird that Dupee did it. So who's the weirder person?
This does not look very good for you, John. The chat, the appearance, the Cheetos, the dark chocolate.
Oh, it was dark chocolate? Ew. Dark chocolate is disgusting. When we go over the chat log, I'm going to see if the decoy asked for dark chocolate, and if so, I'm not going to be happy about it.
Did you bring condoms with
No.
you? Not in your pocket.
He was going to bareback.
But you see how this looks.
Absolutely. I mean,
You're 30 years old. The girl you were talking to told you very clearly she was 13.
and I mean, I had no intentions just besides.
John, why don't you just tell me?
Intentions besides what? Showing up to a house where a child is alone? Like, that, I've said before, that should be a crime on its own. But, what are your intentions when you do something like that? When you go over to a woman's house alone after a, exchange of what you had? Like, my guy, we're not dumb. Why do people try to lie their way out of this? do they really think that the like Chris or whoever, a cop or investigators, can be like, actually, you know what? It's a good point. We'll let you go, man.
What you were really up to.
just to hang out, get to know her, you know.
Get to know her.
Yeah.
And if you were the parent of a 13-year-old girl, would you be comfortable with that?
I mean,
He's taking a long time to answer. The answer is no. You shouldn't need to think about it. Like, there's no thought process to be had there. It's like he's trying to justify it to himself, but this guy's just fumbling.
it depends how if I'm a good person, you know, like.
Yeah, but typically good people don't meet strangers online, talk about sex, and then go over to visit, and within 3 minutes ask for a hug.
Now, I wouldn't describe Dupee, I don't know how to say his name, I'm sorry, as a good person. Like, if I saw him on the street, you know, I'd judge him. I'd be like, oh, look at that guy. He does drugs. Look at his teeth. Like, that's meth teeth or crack or whatever he does. And it's like, and I'm gonna judge you. I'm not gonna see you as a good person. Like, no matter, like, I don't know. The guy's fucking stupid.
I mean, all they did was just ask for, you know, a hello hug. That was it.
With a 13-year-old girl. Walked right in the house.
Well, she
Walked right in the house, glued to his phone. Like, I'm sure it was nerves, but it's like, I just waltzed right in, you know, just glued to my fucking phone, bro. And like, in a low hug, I don't hug people to say hello unless like it's close family. Like I see like my aunt or my sister. I'm gonna give a hug. But like some person I never met before, at most I'll shake their hand. Like at most. And also when you give a handshake, I had a boss once, and he gave a handshake that was rather limp, like a limp fish. And he was like a muscular guy. He was very buff. And then he'd reach out his hand, and it would just be like a limp handshake. It's like, my guy, like, give a good handshake.
told me to come in.
Does that make it right? Knowing that she's 13.
Oh, I wouldn't have never just walked in, you know, without talking to her, you know.
No, so he wouldn't have just entered someone's home that he just walked up to. That's okay. That's good. That's good.
Without getting her okay.
That's good.
Now, you talked about spending the night here tonight.
Well,
God, his eyes are
Yes or no?
wide.
it depended, you know, like if she had to wake up in the morning, you know, like if I was gonna stay
Did she
here.
have to go to school?
She said she didn't have to go to school today. I mean,
That's such a hook, line, and sinker right there. Like, oh, you're gonna spend the night? Well, she didn't have school tomorrow. Oh, why didn't she have school tomorrow? Why would she be in school? She's not in college. She's in fucking middle school. Like, you fell for that. You walked right into it. Oh my God, his eyes. Why is this eye so much bigger than this one? What? I'm not seeing that. That's not like a camera angle thing, right? Because this eye is closer. There's a size difference that I've never seen before. Oh my God.
tomorrow.
So you could just spend the night and hang out with a 13-year-old girl. That's cool.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan on it.
You talked about it?
I mean, I was gonna leave after the football game.
Unless you spent the night.
No, I didn't plan on spending the night.
Well, you talked about having cannolis, little dinner.
Do you think John could afford cannolis? I don't know how much a cannoli costs, but you think that's in his budget? Look at the snacks he brought. A medium bag of Cheetos, a dark chocolate bar, and a warm Snapple. And you think cannolis is in his budget? Well, actually, if it's frozen, like a frozen meal, EBT will cover it. But he can't go to a restaurant to get cannolis. And also, if he goes to a restaurant with Bailey, I'm pretty sure everyone in that restaurant will call the cops.
Yeah,
Sounds like you were going to have a special little night with your 13-year-old date.
you know, just come over, have some cannolis, you know, some snacks, watch the football game.
Who's ringing you up?
My cousin.
Your cousin?
Yeah.
What does your cousin want? Does your cousin know that you're coming to visit a 13-year-old girl tonight?
No.
Damn.
Your sister?
Damn. Imagine being, his cousin, just like, oh, let me call see what John's doing. And then you find out later this is what he was doing. And your message caused his phone to go off. Like, I don't know, it's just a little funny in my eyes. I don't know.
No, she knows that I was just coming to hang out with a girl.
So what would your sister think if she knew she was dropping you off at the home where a 13-year-old girl was alone? Think she'd be cool with that?
I mean, she probably would say, just don't do it, don't do anything stupid,
Don't do anything stupid. My guy, messaging first is stupid. Discussing what you discussed is stupid. Showing up is stupid. You are stupid. The stupid decisions led to this stupid scenario. And your response is, well, she would say, don't do anything stupid. You had to be stupid to get here. So you already were.
Don't do anything stupid.
Right.
It seems like you've already done that.
Chris, yeah, look at that.
All I was doing was just coming here
Why
to
am I
watch the
voicing
game.
so high?
You tried to solicit a 13-year-old girl online.
Oh my God, look at his hands.
You tried to solicit...
Look at it. Look at his hand. Oh my God. He's like this might seem wrong, but I've seen like in history books, like in documentaries and stuff of like people starving to death. I've seen that hand before. It's like a zombie hand. Oh my God. Can we give him that Snapple? He needs calories, like, now.
The 13-year-old girl
God.
online.
Also, obligatory, everyone you're slouching right now, sit up. You don't want to be like John Dupee. Sit up. Sit straight, alright? You don't want to be like Dupee with a fucking 45-degree change in pitch of your back.
Graphic sexual language. What do you think should happen to you?
Sir, I'm not like that and a bad guy. Trust me.
How does this look? How does it look? John, you tell me. How does it look? If you...
Chris got a little mad there. I like that. I like when Chris gets mad. Because, he puts his foot down like a parent.
For me, what would you think?
That I honestly made a mistake.
That you made a mistake. Well, that's true. And how would you define that mistake?
Not to talk to girls like online.
What detail did he leave out there? Don't talk to girls online. Well, girls, implies the age. But don't talk to underage people online.
Or try to come over and have sex with them.
I wasn't trying to come over and have sex with her.
John, you want me to read it again? I would love to be the first guy to make you blank if you wanted me to, and I want
there we go.
you
Get
to
that
feel
sweat
me
off your
inside
brow.
you, baby. What do you mean by that? It sounds like sex to me.
I was just playing with her, seeing...
That's what it sounds like. John, you wanted to play with her, all right? All right, we're going to go over your chat, but you wanted to play, all right? You wanted to play.
I'm not playing with her, but, just seeing like where she...
I know he used the but as the one with one T, the adjective? Is it an adjective? Oh, conjunction. Why did I think adjective? As the conjunction, but. Not adjective, conjunction. So we're going to go over that again.
Just playing with her.
I'm not playing with her, but...
I know he used it as the one with one T, but it could very easily be the one with two T's. Play with her butt. Like, no, play with her unless, or as well. He set that up for himself. That was good.
It just seemed like where she was,
She was 13.
She was home alone.
I mean, I'd never had sex with her. I mean, I didn't plan on coming here to have sex
not
with her.
Tonight, because I walked in.
And I didn't plan on it.
You didn't plan on it? Come on, you talked about it.
I didn't plan on being ambushed by known predator hunter Chris Hansen with a camera crew when like 20 different hidden cameras where they caught your car coming up a block away. I didn't plan on that. Like, what? You didn't plan on being, set up? You should. Uh, Fucking Jesse Velez was worried about getting set up.
Like, that wasn't my intentions. I talked to her all day today about just coming over, watching the game, and just hanging out.
Salads.
What?
About what?
You talk about salads.
What?
About like food and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. About
Chris, what? I think Chris just got a little confused there. He wanted to move the conversation along, so he just went to the next bullet point about his chat with the decoy. No, he said it was salads. Like, croissant? Like Munchkin? What?
watching the game.
This is a whole different kind of food here that you're talking about. So what do you think?
We're gonna see what he was talking about.
You're in a bit of a fix here.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
Well, there's something you need to know, and that is I'm Chris Hansen. And this is an investigation called Hansen VS Predator.
Oh my god.
And this is an
Oh my God.
investigation called Hansen VS Predator.
He looks so sad right there. He looks, I'm gonna say it. His facial structure isn't bad. Like, if he took better care of himself and wasn't in this situation and ate healthier food and didn't do drugs and wasn't homeless and had a job, he would probably be like a handsome guy. Like, this might sound weird, but like I just said, his face structure isn't bad. But he, threw it away for cheap drugs. Not cheap.
Sir, if you want to leave, you should go out that door right there.
No.
Where's he going?
Please, don't move.
Dude's opening every curtain he can find. Jesus. God damn, look how close this fucking, what is it, a Ford Explorer? Look how close it is to the garage door. That looks close there. But dude's just opening every curtain. Way to go, pal.
Just follow my commands. Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt us?
No, sir.
Any weapons? Check, see this car.
It is a Ford, yeah. I don't know if you guys saw it. Where is it? See how this has the keypad here? My first car was a Lincoln, an older Lincoln, and it had this keypad, and I loved that keypad. I have a Ford now, and it doesn't have the keypad, and I'm really bummed that it doesn't. It should honestly be standard on all Fords. I love that keypad. It was great.
Yep.
Do I want to go over this? It's 3 minutes. It's not his uncut interrogation. Yeah, I'll go over it. And the interrogator here, I believe her name is Beth. I gave her praise in Vincent's. She is great. She might be, honestly, the best interrogator we ever had on HVP or TCAP. She was great. And probably still is. She probably still works there. She was great. Oh, look how sad he looks. No, did your decisions lead to consequences? That's an ugly shirt. Oh my god. That shirt is ugly. And it's like 3 sizes too big. Look how large it is on him. Is it meant to be a short sleeve for like Andre the Giant? It's not a long sleeve. It's not a short sleeve. What is it? That design is atrocious.
So, why do you think you're here?
Because I went to that house.
Okay. One, I hate when people do like that wimpy cry voice. Like it's a manipulation tactic. Whether or not they realize it, they're trying to appear as weak. That, because I went to that house, instead of just saying what he actually did and what he knew he did and what he knows is wrong. He says not the full story. Like, the detective doesn't know. My guy, she arrested you. And he says went to the house, not why he went to the house. Going to a house is not a crime. Even if it's, it's a private property, but there's implied consent to go to the front door. That is allowed with every house in this country. You are allowed to do that. That is not a crime. It's a crime when you don't leave when you go to a house. But that's not why you're here. But he says went to the house like that is why he's in cuffs. Well, he's not in cuffs right now, but you know what I mean.
And how did you learn about that house?
By talking to that girl,
Do you remember what the girl's name is?
Bailey.
It oddly, makes me a little happy that he actually bothered to remember the name of the decoy. Like, I don't like Dupee, whatever his name is, but the fact that he remembered the name means just a little something.
And how were you talking to Bailey? Were you talking on the phone?
Both.
Like actual voice to voice?
Both. What does that mean? Like, she gave one option. There was no both answer available. Like, just say on the phone. Or maybe he's talking about Whisper and he was talking on like a computer or something. I don't actually know how Whisper worked.
These conversations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hello?
We're not going to go over his phone calls. Ah, fuck it. We got 2 minutes.
Hi.
Hey, boo.
Ooh.
Hi.
Hey, boo.
Ew. He said hi in like the very flirty way, but Dupee was saying it. And it sounds like he was trying to whisper it. Like he didn't want someone else in his house to hear about it. Oh, I just realized his eyes are going different ways. He's like a fucking salamander. Or a gecko. His eyes are... This one's looking this way, and this one's looking this way. Well, ew, that hi was atrocious.
Hi, baby. What you doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
I'm just waiting for you.
That was a weird laugh. That was, that was a disgusting laugh.
Oh, are you?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I love you.
Oh.
How did you first meet her?
Oh. I don't remember that part of his phone call. You call someone that you don't know and you hit him with I love you? Like, I don't know if my view on love is just unique or different or whatever. I hope mine is unique, so I'm a little special. But I feel like they throw around that word on here. One, as a manipulation tactic. That's a known tactic that groomers use. But also at the same time, I wonder if some of these people actually love the decoy. And they love them not just because they're a child, but because they're, they got attention from the decoy. Like, the decoy is always going to respond. That's their job. But the thought in their head that someone is talking to me of the opposite sex, and I love this person. Like, I'm curious about the psychology of that. Not that I know anything about it.
What part of the internet? An application?
Mm-hmm.
What was the app?
Whisper.
Okay.
And what about you wanting to feel... You want her to feel you inside her.
Damn.
I mean, I know what that means to me.
I know. I should never...
That is such a wild line. You should get a separate charge just for that line. That is atrocious. That's up there with Vincent's I'm not that big. I bet I could fit inside of you. I can't even say it without starting to chuckle.
Said no stupid shit like that.
And you're talking about wanting to make her come.
I know.
Oh.
That was just all.
Oh, heavens.
What did you think that, what is she supposed to read from that? Like,
Well, honestly, when I was talking to her, I was hoping that there was a chance that, that it was just, I don't even know why I said that to her.
yeah.
He was hoping for a chance that it was real. That it was a real child. I'm willing to bet that's what he was going to say. He was going to admit. But then he realized how horrible it would have been to say out loud, and he stopped. I'm willing to bet that's what it was.
Alright, let's stand up. Stand up and turn around.
Oh, look at him.
Hands behind your back.
He's crying like a baby. God, that shirt is so ugly.
I don't have my keys again.
Alright. That's the end of that. Thank you, Walls, for posting that. Much appreciated. Next up, oh, look at that. There's me. But next up, we are going to go onto his chat log. Alright. And here we go. So he obviously messages first. The decoy posted something about not being able to afford stuff on Pinterest, and he is what an opener. Sorry to bother. I say that when I need to ask like a waitress for like extra napkins. All right, that's not an opener for a woman, a girl, I suppose. Girl, not a woman, a girl, or a woman, but mainly a girl. Sorry to bother you, but if that's you in the pic, you are absolutely beautiful. Wow, I don't know the layout of Whisper, but I'm really thinking that he was just shotgunning messages out there, and when one got a response, he was hooked. I was just getting ready to crash, but thank you. You're very welcome. And oh, he sent a picture of himself. No, he's got another cross in that picture, which I don't like. You shouldn't be wearing that cross, my guy. Wow, you're gorgeous. Oh. No, you in that pic are gorgeous, lol. Lol, it was a lucky pic. I deleted a bunch. You know he's mad about not being able to see all those other pictures. I'm pretty sure this is just 2016 era slang and stuff, but I hope he knows better than that type of no. But I know you said you were ready to crash, so sorry to bother you, hun. Hun. Hope to talk to you again. Hun. Whoa. he's already pulling out the stuff that a married couple would use. I'm in Connecticut. I'm from Cali. How come? That's a reasonable question. My parents got a divorce. Oh, okay. Not even like a sorry. Just okay. Not even a full okay. Just okay. It's a little rude. Yeah, I've been single like a year. Too long. Oh, but if that's too long, man, I don't know, man. If a year is too long. But I don't know why you are. We all know why he is. If any, well, any self-respecting woman wouldn't go with Dupee, but there's a lot of women out there that are like Dupee. So I suppose. Just haven't met anyone. We know what he's looking for. In your pic, you look Latina. Are you? My mom is part Mexican and Salvadorian. He didn't question that nervous Nelly, a quintessential little, white girl, was in the house. My mom is part Mexican and Salvadorian. What? Huh? That didn't raise any flags in his head? Oh, her dad is Irish and English. Oh. Historically, not the best neighbors. Historically. I'm a mutt. He's a mutt, a cute one. Yo. What did you say it was? Italian and French. That's not really a mutt, because there's yes, they're two separate countries, but they share a border. Historically, they've changed lands a couple of times. I think so, anyways. They must have. They share a border, but they've intermingled for centuries. That's not a mutt. That's just also a mutt. You couldn't think of anything better to say? We grow better in California. I mean, California used to have a pretty rich farming scene, They still do, but until that one lake went away. If you want to argue that, sure, but at the same time, that does come at a cost. Tulare Lake, whatever the fuck it was called, however you pronounce it, it's dried up now because, you guys live in a fucking desert. Pretty boring chat so far. But, hi, is this Johnny? Oh, Johnny Santoro. Ooh, fancy name. Who's Pikachu? No more spamming. I wonder what that... I know that's like someone's name on, like, Whisper. But was that another person they were trying to catch? Or what was that? I'm always curious about, like, what never came to with TCAP. I stick my tongue out twice to you. Picture Dupee, or Dupee, sitting there flirting with you, sticking his tongue out at you. Oh, Pikachu message, I don't care. But, it's a vile thought to have. I don't like that. Just think, you can go to someone else's house and relax. I've babysit a couple of times. And when they're young, they usually are pretty calm. Like 1, 2 years old, just kind of hold them, sit on the couch, and they fall asleep. But if they're like 5, brother, they are their own caliber of weapon. There's a lot of... I wonder all the messages or all the chats that went nowhere, what's up with those? Like Josh Lift to Dances? Like, what was his chat like? Maybe you'll send me a pic wearing something. They were talking about shopping. She's shopping for her work trip this week. I'm like, Mom, stop playing me. I need clothes too. LOL. Damn, she's gonna play you, shake my head. Me? I need some winter clothes myself before it gets brisk out this bitch. I oddly like that part. Brisk out this bitch. I'm gonna use that. That's gonna be my go-to. Winter's coming up. I'm gonna be saying brisk out this bitch. I like that. I like that. I'm glad we got a treadmill and bike in the house, or I'd get fat as fuck in the winter. All right. You don't gotta call me out like that. Think about the people later that are gonna read these. You're gonna hurt their feelings. That's okay. Get plumped up like a squirrel for the winter. That line was said to someone who he believes is 13. Get plumped up like a squirrel for the winter. That's vile. That's vile. Oh yeah, he's got a tattoo. Everything happens for a reason in a cool font. Huh. I wonder what reason the happening happened to you. I wonder what was the reason that something happened to you, dumbass. I don't like, low end people like John that have tattoos like life happens for a reason, man, and like that type of speak, like pseudo spiritual speak, I guess. I don't like that stuff. I hate it. I think it's so fucking gimmicky and lame. Ooh, he loves tats on girls. Ooh. I want one that goes up my rib cage like a vine and one on my ankle. Like, I don't have any tattoos, but isn't like the side of the rib cage like one of the more painful spots you can get a tattoo? Because it usually tends to be very tender. I feel like that would hurt quite a bit. I like when a girl has one right above her ass too that's hot like that, a tramp stamp. No, it's not a tramp stamp, that's a saying. No difference from ankle or above her ass. There is quite a difference, yes. The location of the tattoo usually implies a little bit about the character wearing the tattoo. Damn, Pikachu is mean. Do I give a fuck? I want to read this chat. I wish we had that chat. I almost wonder if Pikachu was like another decoy they were talking with, just keeping tabs. Do I give a fuck? I really want to see that chat. But no difference from ankle or above her ass. Yes, though there is a difference. Okay, there is. It's if you get tattoos on a knuckle versus on like your upper forearm, across your forehead, or on your chest. Like the location implies a little something about the character. Can I ask you a personal question that I'm curious to know by talking to you? Oh boy. Let's see. Have you ever had sex with a guy? Oh. Alright. He took a while to ask that question. It's been a couple of days, I think. It's been like 3 days. Have you ever had sex with a guy? Because I don't know what you Cali people out there are different, lol. And the decoy says yes. I did, okay. Me? If you just broke up with your man, then you have had sex more recent than me, because I haven't had in a year, lol. Yeah, back in July, we already broke up. Without why not one more time? Hell yeah. You're bad. No, it's just sex, haha. Alright. I like that answer, lol, because I see it the same way. Yeah, I love it. People make way too much out of shit sometimes. Huh. Wonder where that's gonna lead to. Wonder where this conversation's gonna lead. The decoy had to keep saying that John is cute, and that's atrocious. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, my face is going all kinds of red. Ooh, blushing. Ooh. Hope your face is 'cause you are What? Well, good. I hope your face is 'cause you are blazing shit. I'll say it again. Huh. Oh my god, now I look dumb, all red and smiling. Laying on your bed, feet up in the air type situation. You don't look dumb, you look beautiful. Remember that, 'cause you are for real and don't give a fuck what any corny ass dudes say, 'cause you are blazing. That is... this man, I need a translator. I need a professional in ghetto speak to understand this man. As much as I missed you, well, I missed you a whole lot, my boo. That's so weird. That's so weird. I do always, I know that's a grooming tactic, but I do always wonder if, like, he actually is, like, romantically attracted to this decoy. Like, I don't know if he really is, or if this is just part of a ruse. But, like, it fascinates me to wonder what he is actually thinking right now. Not just what he's typing, or what his, certain intentions are, but what he, says, how true it actually is. I don't know, it's just a little curious to me. You're the only girl right now that does message me, too. So you're special. Like, do you think that, he is actually attracted to this person because they're just responding to him? Is it the attention that he's getting? It's that interests me. Like, I want to know what he's actually thinking. It's crazy the way shit happens and two people meet and hit it off and connect and fall for each other, and just the way it happens and they meet. Like, the conversation before was just like how they like each other and stuff. This is a very weird message. I wish Chris brought this up. I know, it's like some people just know. No explanation, they just click. Yeah, they were made to meet and connect. You, a 30-year-old grown man, was made to meet up with a 13-year-old? That's very weird, my guy. That's very weird. Exactly, like when you messaged me in Whisper. I was in bed ready to sleep, but something made me answer you, and then I just didn't want to sleep. I'm glad you did, because I didn't want to sleep either. I'm glad you saw my Whisper. Kissy emoji. Oh, I like this part. The decoy brings up her age. Thanks for not making a big deal out of my age. You're just way sweet and cute and funny as fuck. And you didn't get pissy when I teased you about the Rangers, lol. Yeah, I just have to finish an essay and work out. I like how the decoy reaffirms here their age. That's a really smart message. And I really wonder what he's gonna say. It's all good whenever me and you see each other and chill. We wrestling now over that, haha. Age is a number. It's how the person is. Thank you for not making a deal out of it and not fucking with it. And yeah, you dissed my Rangers. I'm gonna be in a Kings jersey. Okay. This that was a very good line from the decoy. I don't remember if it was Lori that was talking to John or if it was the other lady that was involved in this. I don't remember her name. But it was that is such a good line. Put out there that, to reaffirm that what he's doing is illegal. And then he admits to it and just walks right into it and says the classic age is a number. There's a lot more that it means. Like, yes, it is a number, but what does that number mean? That was a very good section. Shout out the decoy. Hey boo, what car should I be looking out for? Black Honda Accord with those horse buggy on front with 3 horses. Lol, I don't know what the fuck the 3 horses are. Neither do I. With the 3 horse with horse buggy on front with 3 horses? What does that mean? Alright, so I'm not going to go through his entire chat log because all the entrance parts I already covered already. And there was so much talk about football. And his chat is quite long. Like, we can see all of these are just screenshots of a chat. It's a very long chat. And I don't want to use the word annoying, but the decoy was talking about football. Him and the decoy were talking about football. And I honestly think that whoever was playing the decoy was so into football that they were just talking about football in a casual way. Because like a solid good chunk of these are just talking about football. And no, I'm not trying to say anything bad about that. But it's quite long. But his entire chat log is available on Morticia's Discord. I'm sorry that I'm not going through it. It's kind of mind-numbing to read his text because how bad they are. Like they're just so poorly written that I struggle to get through it. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not reading all of it. I mean, how many are there here? There's 489 screenshots. Alright, so here's John Dupee's brother, Brandon Dupee. Brandon Dupee was killed not long after John was caught on TCAP, or HVP, sorry. And he was killed late at night with their sister, Lindsay, I believe her name was. But there's a little bit of lore about Brandon out there. Not a lot, but we went over the images and we can see it happened December 14th. The black Honda Accord, which is probably what John was dropped off in, went off the road and crashed. Lindsay Dupee and Brandon Dupee were both killed. That is John's brother and sister. And they both passed away. Brandon was arrested earlier in the night for DUI, and his license was revoked. His license was revoked after he was arrested. And he got let out on bond. And then, I don't know who was driving, but they were both killed. So, yeah, I mean, kind of sad, but also kind of not really. Like, I don't feel any remorse for these guys. I mean, it was a bad decision that led to this. So, it's hard to feel bad. But they both died. So, John's mother, I don't know the mother's name, unless it's in here. But, she raised 3 children that we know of. 2 of them died in a car accident caused by bad, stupid decisions. and the third one was arrested in a sting a couple months earlier. So, you got 3 chances to be a good parent, and you failed at all 3. I'm not going to try to say anything there, but I'm definitely going to try to say a little something there. Yeah, 7:30 on Tuesday night, he was taken into custody, charged with operating under the influence. I don't know the difference between operating a vehicle under the influence and a DUI. I just kind of use them interchangeably, even though they probably aren't. But then a couple hours later, they were both killed. The victim's mother, Debbie Dupee. Okay, there we go, Debbie. But Brandon Dupee, a couple years earlier, won a $1 million lottery for the Connecticut lottery. And he split it with a neighbor because they both bought the ticket or something. So he got $342,000. And I can, I wish I won the lottery like that. But he didn't. It's probably one of the more responsible things anyone's ever done winning the lottery. But he bought a house. So, reasonable. Reasonable. Probably where Dupee lived at the time. Riverview Drive. This is where Brandon and crew lived. And I believe John lived with them. Huh. I mean, nice little apartments. I do like the darker color. That looks nice. But that's not important. But Dupee is still in Connecticut. There's been sightings of him at the courthouse. You've seen these pictures scroll by as I went over his chat log. But he looks, healthier, I guess. But he's still in Bridgeport. He's still on the RSO list. He has a hearing for violating his probation and failure to register. But it got moved back, so I think it's in a couple of months. But he's been spotted. He was homeless for a little bit. I don't know if he has a place right now, but I know he was homeless for a bit. Oh, this is a video. Whoops, sorry. I don't remember who captured this video, but I believe Joey was the one that posted it. So thank you to Joey, and thank you to whoever took this video. I appreciate that. But just a quick little video. So that's all it is. Just a video of John talking with his public defendant, whatever it is. Just nothing crazy, but he looks healthier. He looks healthier. That's all I have for Dupee. I know it's not the most interesting. His time with Chris and a little bit of his interrogation is interesting. But his chat log is just such filler that I couldn't get through it. I was getting bored. All in all, the recording, it was over 2 hours long in total of me going over his time with Chris, and his chat log was over 2 hours. So it was getting kind of boring. There wasn't much in this chat. If you want to read it, it's on Morticia's Discord. But thank you to Morticia, Joey's TCAP, To Catch a Peanut, Skip Tracer, all those guys for finding out info, and all the other nameless people that have helped out find info on this man. We appreciate it, the work that you guys do. And that's all I have for today, and thank you, and good night.